Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. I've got no news or information for you readers, just the usual. Please to rate and review us, maybe like our Facebook page and trigger a dopamine rush or something. Anyway, let us push on with episode 261 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast, Boneyard Blues. Good evening everybody, good evening.
Good evening, Michael.
I am here with the usual crowd, Dan and
Hello.
the foul Johnny with his funny little features, Paul, and the great Norwegian Graham.
Who?
But no Spider Lucas.
Yeah,
Don't know where he is.
he's off.
Oh.
He's off.
We don't know where he is.
Somewhere.
No spider quiz.
He's not at a wedding. He's at a webbing. Hey.
Is it a webbing?
Hey.
I like it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's pretty,
Getting legless.
Oh dear.
Oh,
dear.
dear. That's-
Oh dear. Dear. It's not as good.
Okay.
Beat
That's
you on
quite
that one.
good.
I mean, that's a follow-up.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
I mean, how many more spider jokes are there?
8.
Very good, Paul. We've got no Lucas. We don't know where he is. Where we left things, we are in what you think is the Tomb of Horrors. You've fumbled your way through various crawl spaces and passageways and dug around looking for secret doors. Eventually, you've managed to stumble out into the main entrance hall, at the southern end of which is the Green Devil face, whose mouth contains, as you understand it, a Sphere of Annihilation. Parker is carrying the talisman of the sphere, which is acting as a sort of divining rod, and as you emerge into this passageway, it's clear that that's what you have found. Now, what are you going to do?
So he hasn't attuned the talisman, has he, Parker?
He
Yeah,
hasn't.
we had a great
It
conversation
serves
about it
its little
last time.
detecto purpose without being attuned, but for it to
Yeah.
do anything proper, he's going to have to attune, which is going to be a short.
Well, someone's going to
rest.
need to attune.
The problem with
That's true.
Lucas not being here is that he doesn't get to choose, does he? I mean,
Well,
he,
I
No, you can
think
do
he
with him
was
what you will.
exactly.
reluctant. He would have done it,
He's
but
our little action man.
does anyone have a spare slot? Paul, you're most likely to have a spare slot.
I don't think
Wasn't
I
it something to do with intelligence?
Yeah, I think it's intelligence.
Who's the most intelligent?
That's right.
Both in real life and in roleplay, intelligence is something I severely lack.
Yeah,
Bit of a dump stat.
bit of
Have
a
you got
dumpster.
Parker's character sheet, Graham?
Has anybody got above 8 intelligence?
I've got 9.
9.
Nine.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a start. It's more than me.
Yeah, I'm no dullard.
What is Scaly's intelligence?
8.
8. Okay. Simpleton.
Sessions has 10.
Okay.
Sessions is the most intelligent in the party, but I thought Parker had a decent one.
That's a separate question.
Yeah,
Dan.
let me just find Parker.
Family show.
Stop. I feel sick.
That's what she said.
It's even worse.
That's coming out.
As the
Yeah.
actress said to the bishop.
That has to go. Oh, God.
Right. Come on, Graham.
I'm sorry, yeah, I was so distracted. So Parker has 11.
Inches.
Ooh. He is the most intelligent.
It's the big 11.
Halfway
How did
down
we
to
get
the
through this adventure
That's
with
still plus 0.
9 intelligence?
Well, this is...
It's the one bit of faithful role playing you've managed.
So I'm -1, so I'm only one worse.
I did have this idea, by the way. I
Oh.
think next time we play a game, we should have a minimum intelligence score for each character.
Yep.
That will be a house rule.
But how can we play up to that, Graham?
Well, you know, I
That's a
think,
good
What
point.
would the minimum score be?
I don't know, 14 or something.
Yeah, but none of
14?
14?
Yeah, but that's- I mean,
I don't want to play that game.
joking.
Yes, I've always wanted to run a dungeon with an entire party of wizards.
You don't have to be wizards. You just have to have the intelligence to reflect the decisions
you
you're making.
you do.
Yeah.
Everyone will be like, right, if you're going to make me have 14 intelligence, I'm going
Like
to
a
be a
wizard.
wizard.
Yeah.
Or with 6 charisma.
Well, that's fine.
That's very ugly, very ugly.
Probably quite accurate.
Anyway, now, Spheres of Annihilation and the rules thereabout.
Mm-hmm.
They are a mess.
Oh.
There are some understandings in the Sphere of Annihilation rules that inform the way that everything is meant to work in the Age of Worms, but the Sphere of Annihilation rules in D&D 3.5, Pathfinder, whatever, are, as you can imagine, very different to the watered-down, nerfed rules for Spheres of Annihilation in 5th edition. I've been doing a bit of reading and I've been sort of working out what's what. But we're going to use the 5e rules for the way that the Talisman of the Sphere works and the control mechanism. When you make an intelligence arcana check to control a Sphere of Annihilation while you are holding this talisman, you double your proficiency bonus on the check.
If you're
God,
proficient in Arcana.
Good job it's not a negative value.
Right. In addition, when you start your turn with control over a Sphere of Annihilation, you can use an action to levitate it 10 feet plus a number of additional feet equal to 10 times your intelligence modifier. The rules around Sphere of Annihilation, when you don't have a talisman, you make a DC 25 intelligence arcana check, and on a success... Exactly. The sphere levitates in one direction of your choice, but if you fail, it moves 10 feet towards you.
That's what it used to be.
Absolutely brilliant.
That's what it used to be.
What's the range of the talisman? 20
I
foot.
don't think that's clear. No, there's no mention of range.
Okay.
So I think that's
So you just
that's all
keep
cool.
it a good distance from you. But if you're failing more often than you're succeeding, eventually it's just going to nerf you.
Oh yeah, it's gonna.
Yes.
Right.
A creature
Why are we here?
whose space. Well, to get this thing.
I think we leave it.
Hesty has told you that although it's a very dangerous thing to have around, that it may serve as a sort of super weapon against Kios himself.
Does anyone have proficiency in Arcana skill?
No. That's what
Yeah,
was
I
thinking.
do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
What's your actual Arcana?
+5?
Oh
Ooh.
well, it's you. Man.
Wow. So you get
No,
plus 10.
hold
What's
up.
your intelligence? 8.
Yeah, just before we continue down this road.
This luck road.
I don't have a spare.
No, who has a splare nowadays?
I don't have. I've got.
Me,
Well, I
no.
had 3 splares. I don't know what I did
Mine
with
was
them.
surgically removed.
I don't have a.
The problem with splares is you can never find one when you need it.
No, I don't have a spare
You
salt,
keep a splayer in the boot.
but I could unattune something. That's not a problem. But
Well,
just
we know
let's
this.
remember something. By the sounds of it, this
Yeah.
requires dice rolling and succeeding on dice rolling.
Yeah, I think.
Okay,
Paul,
well,
I think you don't
but
quite
your
appreciate
number is-
how much better you are at this than everybody else.
It's all
Yeah,
right. We're all
no,
in a
you're
safe
adding 10
distance.
to your roll.
Yeah, but
Everyone else is adding nil.
Yeah.
yeah, but if I'm rolling 2s
Nil.
and 1s,
0.
yeah, I
Well,
know.
anyway.
That still doesn't make it work when I'm rolling.
Well, we'll have to think about this because you are going to have to
I'd be a
somehow
+4.
get this sphere out of the devil's mouth. Then we'll talk about how you might transport it as well, because that's another question.
Well, hang on, mate. Just run that by us again. So DC 25 intelligence arcana check to control it.
Yes.
Right. So Paul, who has the best check, would need a 15.
Yes.
And if he
would.
fails to control it, it moves towards him 10 feet.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to sort of cart it around,
What's your intelligence modifier, Scaly?
-1.
-1. Okay. So, brilliantly, if you succeed, you can move the sphere in the direction you choose 5 feet. But if you
5 feet?
fail, it moves towards you 10 feet.
okay.
We're never going to get it out of here.
No, we're never going to get it out of here.
That said, they have nerfed the sphere a bit. So, a creature whose space the sphere enters must succeed on a DC 13 dexterity saving throw or be touched by it, taking 4d10 force damage.
That's rubbish.
It says it obliterates all matter it passes through and all matter that passes through it. It sort of implies it's completely lethal and destructive and there's no getting around it. But actually, if you try and control it and move it into a square with another creature, the worst that can happen is they take 4d10 force damage,
Right.
which to me seems
Rubbish.
pointless. Right. But in the old rules, the suggestion is that you make a ranged touch attack against a threatened creature, and on a hit, the target is completely and utterly
Yeah,
destroyed. In
that's
other
what it
words,
should be.
things have
It's
changed
no
a bit
fun otherwise.
over the course of the last couple of editions. If the sphere is uncontrolled, it can instead be avoided with a DC 20 reflex save. That's old money. DC 20 would turn into DC 16, something like that, as long as the creature moves out of the way on its next action. So, we're going to have to think about this. We don't have to think about it now. First of all, I think you need to make a decision as to whether or not you actually think that you can practically get this thing anywhere else. When and if we resolve that, you either leave empty-handed, which is perfectly possible, or you return, and then we'll have to think about how we play out the sphere if you were to try and use it in anger against Kios, which is the point of this.
But potentially, if we could get it back to the wizards with super high end.
That's another thought. Yeah, exactly.
We teleported here, right? So can't we just teleport
You were
back?
teleported here by Hesty Testapod.
Yeah, so we can teleport
How we
away. What I'm thinking is that if you try to control it and fail, it'll just follow you around over any distance. So we could control it, teleport away, and eventually it'll find us.
years later.
That could be
We don't know where we are.
Yes.
10 foot around.
Guess when you're retired.
Asleep in front of the fire.
With
With
his
you're
slippers.
annihilated.
Suddenly,
Yeah. It's a knock on the door.
there's just a hole straight through the door.
There's a knock on the door and it's wearing a hat and it's got a moustache.
Yeah. Hello.
Can we put it in Graham's library and then teleport?
I've also been looking at how you might transport this thing. It's not an object, it's an absence. Since it's not an object, it can't be an object under the control or associated with somebody. Portable hole, you can put it in a portable hole, which is what?
So what's
You
that?
can.
A what? A portable
Oh, I've got a brilliant idea. I've got this glove of summoning, haven't I? Summons up to a medium-sized item instantly.
Yes,
So we
you
could
associate it with the item.
Associate it with this sphere, give someone the glove, whoever's got the talisman,
Well,
I
then they
think I
can
might
summon it
allow
instantly.
that simply because under the old rules, this is another thing that doesn't match. Under the old rules, you could put a Sphere of Annihilation into a portable hole.
Portable hole.
And then you could use that to transport it. Under the new rules, you kind of can't. You roll on it. You roll a D100, and it's possible that you might successfully get the sphere into the portable hole. But it's also possible that you destroy the sphere or create a spatial rift which sends each creature and object within 180 feet of the sphere, including the sphere, to a random plane of existence, which I would love to happen.
I mean, I guess part of it's when the adventure was written, how were they expecting you to do this bit?
They were expecting you to put it into a portable hole, or by casting Gate spell.
Well, let's do that then.
The operation of the glove is so similar to a portable hole or a bag of holding.
What about the door?
The door,
Graham's library.
I think you'd worry about what would happen to the contents of the library, because it's an extra dimensional space, but not in the same sense of there being a nullity within it. I think the portable hole's fine, and I'm going to say the glove is fine. The other thing to bear in mind is that in the original Tomb of Horrors, the sphere does not come out of the devil's mouth and start chasing you around.
Yeah.
So I think we can perhaps be a little bit more relaxed about that. I think that the
No, it's
sphere
when
will
you
not
try
do
to
anything.
control it, it will move. So if you try and control it every round,
Yeah.
it'll move towards you. If you
Yes.
fail.
So you could potentially use the glove to try and control it in situ. I think then all of the other questions we just back up till later about how you actually do anything with it.
Yeah.
Well, the glove requires attunement.
So has Buggy just moved out
So
of
you
the...
need to attune two items.
Buggy's just
basically.
moved his mini.
I'm not
Do you think
going
you just
anywhere
moved
near
your
anybody with a sphere of annihilation.
But one person could put it into the
Craven.
glove, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think somebody can put it into the glove and you don't need to try and control it. I think somebody can walk up to the sphere in the devil's mouth, and as long as they're attuned to the glove,
And when it appears from the glove, where does it appear?
I think in an adjacent square.
That's quite close.
Can you
Yes.
Can you specify which adjacent square?
I'm going to say yes. Anyway, there we go. That's the ruling. Lots of chat about spheres of annihilation, but in the end, what I'm going to say is somebody who's attuned to the glove can trap the sphere of annihilation within the glove's interdimensional space. And then you could put the glove in your pocket or you could put the glove somewhere else. Just don't put it in a portable hole or a bag of holding.
Portable hole.
You can then transport it. You can teleport, do whatever.
Okay.
And then retrieve it with an action.
Once you're back and you've got it, you can talk to people who've got high intelligence. You could give the glove to Hesty Testapod and ask him to come with you.
I'm just
when
thinking,
you
if
face
you're in
Keyless in a
hand-to-hand
final
combat,
confrontation.
If you're in hand-to-hand
You can do it,
combat,
the wizard.
you could basically drop it on someone right next to you
Yes.
without having to control it. You just basically make it appear.
It's got to be in an unoccupied space, I would have thought, the way it originally works.
Possibly one thing at a time. Is that what you want to do?
Well, let's talk about who has the slot. Johnny, are you wearing the glove?
I am not.
So no one is wearing the glove.
No.
But the object that's stored within the glove is not ejected from the glove if no one is attuned to the glove. So
You could attune it and then take the glove off.
store it and then unattune.
I'll do it.
Exactly. And then you just got a very, very scary glove that you just then leave for somebody to find.
Skelly's going to walk up to Buggy because he's got to now walk some distance to get to Buggy. He's run away.
Yeah. Well, Buggy's virtually in the next county.
Yeah. Can I have the glove, please?
What you got? What you got?
What have we got for what?
For the glove.
What have I got?
No, it's all right. I'll give him the glove. I'll lend you the glove. Can you write it on your character sheet, please?
I'm doing it right
It's
now.
like deja vu.
Next to the short sword of the East Wind.
Yeah, the bow of the
What
East
happened
Wind.
to the that short sword, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. I think I gave it away.
Very good question.
Left it somewhere.
Actually, it was Grimbold's anyway,
dropped it.
wasn't it?
I think it's got a rounding error. You know how these
yeah.
these.
Yeah, it wasn't very good anyway.
Right.
Just gone.
Scaly is attuning to the glove. You're returning to the...
He's disattuning from his goggles.
Oh, right, yeah.
You don't care.
You can't believe it. Using a slot for the goggles is extraordinary. Heading back and activating the glove and asking the glove to store the Sphere of Annihilation in the mouth of the devil.
Yes.
That works.
Lovely.
The devil's mouth is empty, forever ruining the Tomb of Horrors for anybody who comes after you. And then what do you want to do? Do you want to teleport back? Or do you want to keep exploring the Tomb of Horrors?
Can anyone remember what the magic was at the end of the Tomb of Horrors?
Well, it was all in the Demiluch's thing, and it was good.
There was the fake treasure room, wasn't there?
But you're not seriously thinking of going.
I'm just asking the question.
He's seriously thinking
it's
about
the
it.
answer. I can't remember what the treasure was.
We haven't got time anyway, have we? So we teleport back to Hesty. We get in the Crimson Spock Doctor. How far is it? How long would it take to travel?
To Frostanger, you're talking about a journey of less than an hour, you'd have thought.
So we have time.
You do. You've managed to not burn a long rest.
So teleport back, do we think?
Yeah, because I don't
go for
know
it.
where we are.
Yeah, why
I
not?
don't mind. Just want to bash something.
All right, so teleport back to Hesty.
Okay, you return to what we're calling the Rebel Base. I'm assuming that you're going to teleport back into
The Rebel
Hesty's
base.
sort of office briefing room, the meeting room that
Wherever we left
encountered
from.
him in before. It's all rather unfortunate. He's in his micro gown.
Oh dear.
Still,
He's up a step ladder hanging a painting.
Oh dear.
Is it time for that, Hesty?
Oh, he says,
that
swinging
important?
round in position, which just makes things catastrophically worse. Stuff is just flying around. You have to look away. Aha! He says, you have returned. And he clambers down his little stepladder that the DM just put in there for no apparent reason. Did you have success? Did you find a sphere of annihilation? Aha! Where is this extraordinary phenomenon?
Never you mind.
Oh, young Bugraft. As always, cooperative and personable.
I've got it in this glove.
He looks at the glove. This is a very interesting object. The glove had a sigil of a door on it, if you recall. Now,
Yes.
instead of having a silver sigil, there is just an absence, like a black circular space on the back of the glove.
because it was
This is
storing.
fascinating.
I'm still wearing it.
This is
Yeah.
fascinating, Scaly.
It's just
So
telling you what's
this,
inside, isn't it? The door was the door for my library.
Okay, so
what a fascinating item, Scaly.
I know, it's great. I'm going to keep it.
we haven't got much time.
No. What next?
Well, we need to
Here's
get
the question.
to Frosthanger. We'll either leave the sphere with you or take it with us, depending on how it works.
I
I'm
think.
going to take it.
Okay, fine.
Are you going to keep the glove attuned
Yeah, why not?
in place of what?
Goggles of seeing in the dark, which I have had for a million levels.
Well, that makes total sense.
There you go.
Yeah, it does.
Much better. So you've got a glove with a sphere in it. Have you got another slot that you could give up for the amulet of the sphere?
The thing that allows you to control it.
The talisman.
Yes,
that's
talisman.
what I mean.
That's
talisman.
right. Talisman.
Cloak of displacement
No, you
and my
want that.
morning star and my
Well, you never use that one.
and the plate mail.
My friends, maybe you're being a little previous. The sphere is only going to be useful, we believe, in the final confrontation with Kios himself, should he emerge from his monolith. I would be reluctant to fundamentally change your configuration just for this item.
Okay, well, in which case I will. Yeah, it's all right. It is fine.
What we're going to do in terms of the rules for what spheres do, I did make a note earlier. I think what we do is we say there is a DC 16 dexterity save for any creature that is in the same square as the sphere. If they fail that save, they take 4d10 force damage. So I'm bumping up the DC of that force damage save. If they fail the save, they take 4d10 force damage, and then they must immediately make another dexterity save, DC 13. Nice, easy 13. If you fail that save, you are utterly destroyed. That is how the sphere is going to work.
Okay.
Cool.
So it's still got that
Letha.
mega threat. I just don't think it's going to come up that often, to be honest. And you don't know quite whether or not this little on-the-fly rule thing directly interacts with how it might be useful against Kios, so let's not overthink it. Right.
Mike, I'm just
Yes.
going to change my attunement. I'm going to unattune the mandolin and I'm going to attune the metamagic rod.
Which one is that?
It basically maximizes damage. So if I cast
Okay,
a fireball
fine.
through the rod, it does maximum damage.
Lovely. And it's got X number of charges, recharges each day,
I
that
can
kind
do
of
it
thing.
3 times a day, I think.
What is your next challenge, do you feel?
I think we've got to go to Frosthanger.
Clear the streets, maybe? Or there was something underground, wasn't there?
Well, yes. You think that this negative energy vortex that is powering the ziggurat, we believe it is being driven from a source deep underground, accessible from the Boneyard, the graveyard associated with the Temple of the Grey Woodsman. Also, there is Dal Quethos, who is still grafted to the hand of Asmodee, the hand of Veshna, another artifact that we believe may be particularly useful in any struggle, final confrontation with Kios himself. Also, there is an opportunity to try and bolster the morale of the populace, subject as they are to the threats and attacks of Kios's undead minions that roam the city.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, all of these different elements can be approached perhaps together. Once you are within the city, maybe you will have the opportunity to bolster the morale of the populace on your way to another one of these elements.
Okay, so...
Sounds good.
The Crimson Spotcocter is at your disposal.
So basically we emerge in the Spotcocter at the pier. I seem to remember there was a sort of landing place that we got into trouble for using.
Yeah, there is where you met Sergeant Potato and you tried to get past all the kind of customs rules. You were actually moved on from there. Well, they tried to move you on from there. That's the set of docks when you first arrived that are associated with the King's Island, the
Could you
the
put
kind
up
of high prestige
map?
area. Yeah, let me put you on the Frostanger map.
Yeah.
We'll have a bit of a look. Tonight's beer is Sonoma Pale Ale. My favourite
Oh,
beer.
I've got neck oil.
Mike,
Yes.
this jetty over here at the north of the eastern bay,
It's a single whatever, yeah.
little jetty. What's the deal with landing there? Would we be able to get up the
You
estuary?
think that you can get the Spotcocter to kind of anywhere. Scaly, when he was lifted off Frostanger by Bondi in the Spotcocter, that time when he was stranded by himself, looking for a cure for the throat lurker fungo parasite. Do you remember that?
Mhm.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
He was picked up under a bridge. I think he was picked up under Frost Bridge.
Yeah.
There are loads of little jetties that you could land at, and you think the Spotcocter can probably disembark you somewhere as long as you're prepared to scramble a little, pretty much anywhere you want to
So
go.
we could potentially, north of the island.
You're thinking the northern shore of the main island, which is
Northeastern
right
part
next
of
to
the
where the
main
temple.
island.
Yeah, effectively there are a set of cliffs
Yeah.
that run up to the Boneyard and the Temple of the Grey Woodsman. If you could scale those cliffs, yes,
How high are the cliffs?
not super scary. I think 30, 40 feet to
So we could
Climb
definitely
up
dimension
the-
door up.
cliffs near the Boneyard.
Maybe even Misty Step.
Oh, half of us can fly.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah,
or
And
fly.
Park can run up vertical surfaces. So,
can.
I mean,
Who can't fly?
Me.
How would you get up the cliffs, Gailey?
I think you can just jump in a bag of holding or something and hold your breath for however long.
Yeah, jump in the
Or
glove.
there's the broom.
yeah.
Parker has got wings,
I've got
could
the broom,
transport
haven't I?
somebody.
You have the broom.
I have the
We
broom.
swapped the broom. The sweepstake, it should be referred to as its correct name.
What did we swap?
Armour.
Oh, armour, it was a breastplate. It was a slightly better breastplate. A
I've
breastplate
got a
upgrade.
+2 breastplate. Was that it?
I think it was a better breastplate than that.
Let's really get into the weeds of that and all of these items and exactly who's got what. That's a really good idea.
I wouldn't mind a bit of armour. Seeing as I'm at the front, just thought I'd put it out there.
Yeah.
Got armor class 19,
What armour do you wear?
+2 half plate, medium
Oh,
armour.
there you go.
How much?
Yeah.
This breastplate
Your armour class
Heavy.
19.
Not better.
You know what armour class Parker is?
27.
Yeah, 27.
something gross.
27.
He's impregnable.
He's going at the front.
Anyway, what do you want to do? You can have this discussion on the Spotcocter. You can
As we
discuss
chug
your...
over. Yeah.
Where would you like to disembark? Do you want to try a sort of sneaky
Where are we
thing?
trying to
Do you
get
wanna-
to?
Well, this is a good
Well,
question.
that's what we're trying to decide. Roaming around the place is loads of undead.
Yes.
What do we want from the Boneyard? I can't remember.
We think from the Boneyard there is a route to something that stops something else.
We have the ziggurat, the new ziggurat,
Yeah.
built in the southwestern quadrant of the city. Above it hangs a vortex of negative energy that is powering it.
Mhm.
Hesty has told you that they believe that the source of that negative energy lies deep beneath the Boneyard,
Right.
or at least is accessible from the Boneyard that is associated with the Temple of the Grey Woodsman.
Oh, let's go there.
A specific tomb should give you access to the Timberdark. Somebody who can navigate the Timberdark, the DM says, looking intently at Graham,
Yeah.
may be able to guide people to some unknown, as yet unknown, subterranean nastiness where the vortex is meant to have its origin. So that is the only specific, fixed geographical location that you have as a target within Frostanger. I'm going to say you heave to round about the G of Frostanger on our map. Readers, I'll republish the Frostanger map for your delectation. And that you can survey the scene with your periscope. You can see that green clouds of gas are drifting across the city. Their source seems to be the ziggurat, but it's not 100% clear how that's working. You can't see very much because you're kind of at sea level, so you've got cliffs and you've got rampart walls. But for example, the docks where you first landed, with all of the jetties that reach out into the lake, you can see figures moving around there. You think you're looking at a situation where there are undead roaming that area of docks, and maybe civilians cowering, running, hiding from them. That would, what's the word? Jibe with what Hesty was talking about earlier. The other thing that you know is that some allies, Crus and his hobgoblin horde, the Red Hand, Granite Bones, the stone giant chief, Hillary and their band of lizard folk and dragonkin and other marsh folk, you understand that they are mustering on the borders of the city in order to try and take on some of these undead legions.
So I reckon Boneyard, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, Boneyard it is.
Gives my vote.
Boneyard it is.
Okay.
So,
Are we still without the long rest? Yeah, we've just taken the short rest.
Yeah.
still without the long rest.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's taken you about an hour. Let's say it's late tea time on Tonge the Second of Apeshit. Let's say it's a sort of 7-hour gap between now and when you can next take a long rest.
Let's get some shit done then.
How are you doing for spells, guys? I'm okay. I've used a
I'm alright.
seventh.
Used a lot.
Otherwise,
I'm okay. I'm good.
No, seriously, Paul, let's talk about your spell slots.
No, my spell slots are all good. Thank you very much.
The only thing I've done is I've done the True Resurrection, so I've cast my 9th level spell.
I've cast 2 4th and 1 5th.
Done a lot. I'm going to have to do a death ward, I think, because it's only lasts 8 hours. I think it's been 8 hours since I first did
Your
it.
death ward was dispelled by the green skull.
Oh, yeah.
on the planetoid.
Okay, well, I'm using a 5th level slot, my last one, to do a 4th level death
So
ward.
is your Aura of Life, Scaly, if you want one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I'll renew the Death Ward as well.
I'm going to put the mini for the Crimson Spotcoctor in a hex on our map at the foot of the cliffs beneath the Boneyard.
Yeah. And we're going to fly up.
You surface. From the craft, you could see terrified civilians seem to be either cowering in buildings or running in the streets, hunted down by skeletons and spectres and wights and whatever. You see, as it were, over the roofs of houses, the scaly, green, curving forms of huge worms, Ulgastaster or great Chios worms. You can see bulbous, tentacled, flappy things
That's just Graham.
clumsily flying around over the scene. The cliffs rear above you. Let's say they're like 50 feet. It's not a particularly challenging climb, but you can fly, you can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
I'm happy to fly up.
Can I hang on to your spindly
Dangle
legs?
onto your spindly legs.
You're up. You're
Where-
done. Let us move on.
I'm going to do Aura of Life.
Into the Boneyard you go. As soon as you gently breast the top of the cliff sessions, you feel yourself drawn to the Boneyard and a specific
This way,
tomb.
lads.
Readers, you may not be familiar with the concept of the Victorian Valhalla. Great cemeteries full of mausolea for the great and the good. And you're drawn towards one such
Building.
building. There is a pillared portico outside a squat building. It looks like it's been defaced, this tomb. It's bearing the symbology of both Urt, Moulder of Worlds, and the Grey Woodsman. Somebody give me a history or religion check. Why not? Let's get a dice roll tonight.
It's not gonna be me.
hello.
21.
Wow. Your understanding, Burple, is that everybody ends up walking the paths of the forest of the Grey Woodsman. That you have your own gods. These tombs are marked with both the symbology of the Grey Woodsman, the tree stump with the axe embedded, and the symbology of Urt, which is the six-sided die. This tomb has been defaced. People have scratched out the Urt symbology. Your memory, of course, of Frostanger is that the cults of Ban Shivu are taking over everything, and that the old gods are being disrespected, so perhaps that's what's going on.
Okay.
I'm going to put you on a new map. I'm just going to put you in this little covered area outside the building proper.
I imagine my divine sense is basically
Your divine sense is telling you a couple of things, Scaly. First of all, although there is nothing immediately proximate to you, you do get the sense of things that are not nice roaming around you. That won't be a surprise. Also, there seems to be some kind of horrible unhallowness, desecration aura everywhere. Ever since you left the Spotcoctor, like a sort of heavy cloud of negativeness settled over the city.
Yeah.
It feels like it's an area under the control of the forces of evil and undeath.
That's not surprising, really, is it?
Not surprising, bearing in mind it is. So you would expect that.
Yeah.
The main entrance to the tomb looks like it's been very heavily sealed up. It's a stone door. It's bearing the symbology. It's also bearing the name of a family. It's not particularly relevant. And that main heavy stone door into the mausoleum itself looks like it's been sealed. It looks like it's been effectively mortared closed. Sessions, you feel a strong draw forwards through this sealed door.
Okay, well, I'll let people know that
What do you
it
want to do?
feels that's the way we should go.
Detect magic on the door.
Nope, nothing. There's a general necromantic aura everywhere, Burps.
Right, let's go. Scaly's going to go up to the door.
I'm going to investigate the door.
Are you going to investigate it first? Oh, God. Go on, then.
Okay.
Get on
Out
with
in
it.
the dark, you hear screeches, and occasionally from a distance, you hear the wail of a terrified civilian. It's a good roll for investigation. Yeah, there's no sign of any mechanisms or anything to be concerned about. It just looks like it's very solidly mortared closed.
Okay, hand over to Scaly.
Well, Scaly's just going to slip out. No, he doesn't get his chopper out anymore, does
He's going
he?
to slip his chopper out.
It's out
I don't
this
think it's
morning.
appropriate anyway.
Is it like mortared around the edges all over?
Mortared around the edges.
It's just going to demortar it.
Well, okay.
That's
What does that involve?
Welly it.
no idea. Welly it.
You're going to welly it.
Welly it.
Okay. Well, give me a strength athletics check.
Oh, I think I can do that. 20.
Okay. You made a little progress. It doesn't swing open.
Is it very noisy?
Pretty noisy, but it does judder in its housing, and perhaps a little bit of mortar breaks loose around the edges. You think that if this is the way you're going to open the door, it's going to take multiple applications of your strength, but that it could be done.
Well, I'm happy to apply multiple applications of strength. Unless
Okay, give it another shot.
Maybe Buggy could join in.
Yeah.
Do you want to assist, Buggy?
What do I need to do?
Well, you need to make a DC 10.
Strength check.
25.
Yeah, 25, okay. Yeah, it definitely moves. It doesn't matter about Buggy's assistance.
Go again if you want.
Do it again. I'll do an assist. So I roll it.
Yeah, okay, go for it. Oh,
8.
Buggy's assist is successful. Does that mean you can roll at advantage, or do you add 2 to the number? Can anybody remember assisting in skill checks?
I think you had 2.
Okay, you add 2.
So that's 17.
Not quite so successful. It's definitely moving. You're a way away, you think, from actually having it dislodged, but it's moving. Going to keep going?
What about with a do we have a crowbar?
Oops, that wasn't so good.
Yeah,
might do.
not really moving. No,
I have
you
a
feel like
crowbar.
early progress, and now things seem to be a little bit less productive.
So it's athletics. What?
It's a strength athletics check.
23.
23, that's better.
Can more people do
It shifts a
than
little
just
bit
one
more.
at a Is it just one person at a time?
Yeah, I mean, I've got one person at a time that can stand there at the door and push, but one other person can join Scaly and roll to assist.
Right,
Is there
another
not
one.
a better way?
Currently, that's Buggy.
I've got plus 17 athletics, strength athletics.
You got plus what?
Plus
17.
Plus 17.
wrong.
Now, it's a 31. Scaly, that was a good one. You reckon
That was an actual
there's
20.
a definite shift. There's a sort of grinding sound, and the whole thing shifts back 3 or 4 inches.
Well, if you've got plus 17, get in there. I've got plus 11.
This is fun.
Rolling a 1.
Oh,
no.
hello.
37.
This is really embarrassing. Burple just steps up, and this whole stone plug of a door just
But
crashes inwards.
I loosened it, obviously.
Yeah, of course you do.
I don't know.
Only with my help.
So presumably Burple's in front of the door at this point.
Yeah, Purple's in front of the door.
I've got dark vision. What's inside?
Well, unsurprisingly, you've opened a tomb. This is a diamond-shaped antechamber, heavy stone doors leading off to the north and the south, though to your left and your right. It's only 10 foot across.
Is there a
Which
particular way
does-
that
Yeah, which way do you think
Sessions wants to go?
You think straight ahead is what you need.
Oh,
You feel a
Right.
calling towards the blank wall
search for a
opposite.
secret door.
I relay that to
Well,
the guys.
Somebody move a miniature. Nobody gets anything
That's
unless
going
they
to be an
move their
investigation
mini.
check. Dan, is it Purple? Dan's busily writing best at opening doors in his little book.
No, I've already died once, so forgive me if I'm a little bit more cautious.
Anybody going to step into this antechamber? Step onto that floor?
I will check that floor before I step onto it.
You don't have to, aren't you, on the broom?
Yeah, but I'm still investigating.
Yeah, but you don't have to step onto the floor.
I know, but I can
Scrutinise the floor.
investigate.
Wow.
He does it again.
Another 20. Why doesn't he roll these 20s when he's out there trying to save against, for example, being eaten by a piranha demon? 31. Burps, you are as certain as you can be that section of floor in front of you is utterly innocuous.
Okay.
What a waste of an natural
What's that circular thing?
It's like a pillar. What next?
We think it's straight ahead.
Oh, this is the problem with the Tomb of Horrors, isn't it? You see? Every
I'll go
single
in.
square becomes its own little
Yes.
saga. Okay,
I'll
on
go
more,
in.
right?
Yeah.
And then what?
Investigate the door.
Look for a door, you mean?
Oh, I'm looking, straight ahead.
29, I think.
Yeah.
You find something. Let me just make sure I've got my notes. Where are my notes? Have I lost my notes?
Yes, he's lost his notes.
Yes, I've
he's
lost my
his notes.
notes.
Where
I'm
are
loading
his
my
notes?
notes. I'm loading my notes. Oh no, where have my notes? Yeah, there's something going on there. That far wall that looks like it's constructed of sort of heavy, rough-hewn blocks. You think that there is a circular crack or crevice 3 or 4 feet wide, 3 or 4 feet tall, with the middle of it at about waist height.
Okay. Can I
Give me an investigation
detect
check.
any traps,
Yeah.
mechanisms
Investigation check,
around it?
Okay, 20. There doesn't seem to be anything kind of clever or nefarious about it. It just
Okay,
seems
can
like a
I-
pretty straightforward.
Open it. Can I push it? Pull
You're
it?
going to push it? Yes. You find it gives. In fact, what it is it's on a pivot.
Right.
So the whole thing flips horizontal, giving you 2 apertures. As it opens, autumn leaves drift from the dark beyond, borne on escaping air that carries the scent of
death.
bonfire smoke.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sessions, your eyes start to fog lampify, and you feel like this is where you're meant to be going. Anybody want to stick a head through or clamber through?
I've got dark vision. Can I see through?
You
I'm
could see
standing
a
right
kind
there.
of what looks like a damp earthen passageway. Looks
Okay,
like there are
I'll
tree
fly up
roots
to-
embedded in the walls.
Fly up to
Oh.
Purple and have a look.
You feel immediately welcome. Your fog lamp eyes spear through the darkness ahead, Sessions, causing small things to scuttle.
Okay.
In a weird way, you feel you are home.
Okay.
Do you want to pass through into
Sure.
what's beyond? Chaps, you feel drawn behind Sessions. You want to follow Sessions?
Yeah.
Well, the tunnel descends gently. It spirals slightly. Occasionally you pass side passages, or you encounter a fork, which you can pick up, maybe use later. At each junction, Sessions instinctively knows the way. You pass on and on. In the dark spaces, you sometimes see the faintest wisps of what may be spirits. Just like those spirits that you encountered in the tunnel you used to access the Tabernacle of Worms, the pool where Sessions underwent his transformation. The further you progress, the more insubstantial you feel. There is just the drip, drip of moisture, the occasional screech or strange gurgle of laughter from depths unguessable. Eventually, even these slight sounds diminish to nothing. You realize that you are no longer walking, you are floating. You descend
okay.
into a dream. You
Inevitable.
pass through caverns where spectral forms hang like blooms of jellyfish. They silently watch you pass. You pass over a golden forest. You pass through vast spaces. In the far recesses, you glimpse great glowing intricate forms. Could be organisms or suspended tree-like structures attended by schools of spectres. A formless sing-song music rises unbidden in your minds. It is calming. Time has no meaning. Everything drifts into darkness, broken only by the twin beams of Sessions' fog lamp eyes. Eventually, you start to feel your own weight and mass returning. The tunnel walls close in. The heavy earthen scent returns. Smoke stings your eyes. You realize you are walking again, crunching through leaves. Twin beams of light Pick out an octagonal chamber, its ceiling supported by a central column carved to resemble a gnarled tree trunk. To your north, there is a heavy door inlaid with a brass relief of a fanged dragon. Have you found your way to the vortex? Well, we're not going to find out. We're going to find out if you've made progress towards your goal, another step towards defeating Kios, preventing his return to the world, when we pick things up next week.
Oh!
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. Dawn of a New Age and Age of Worms are copyright Wizards of the Coast. Dawn of a New Age was written by Tito Lietti. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!